What's up, my friends? This is John Baruti, Baruti Success. This week we're talking about how we sold our ice cream store. Oh yeah, baby. No more businesses. Stay tuned. So, the year is 2021. That's right. My cancer resection operation is now finished, and I'm cancer-free. Getting better every day. That's terrific. The bakery's been sold. The bakery property's been sold. The bakery's original property, that was my mom and dad's original restaurant property, which I owned with my mother and my sister, was sold. So things are looking good. Get a lot of stuff off the plate. You know, we're looking and I can breathe. I can finally sit back and, things look good. But now, my wife and I have to decide, are we gonna sell the ice cream store? What you gonna do, John? What you gonna do? What are you doing? Well, I look at my wife and I say, what would you like to do? And I knew the answer to that because, listen, we were tired. Even though I was getting better, and I'm still getting better till today, I can't physically do a lot of stuff. It's really hard for me to bend down, and even beyond my cancer resection, my arthritis is a shit show. Listen, I'm not a young little chippy anymore. So, you know, it was a lot more on my wife to be at the store. And to be honest, I think that we were both just done. 15 years of very successful operations of the ice cream store, and I think we said, you know, let's go out on top. Let's do Seinfeld. Get out of here when we're on top.
All right, that's it for me. We're good, everybody.
I think we both thought that was, and we still do think that was the best way to get out. So we sat down and we decided, yes, we are going to sell it. We have had the past few years have been nothing but exponentially good. We thought that COVID was going to devastate us. We thought, just like the restaurants, it was going to be a nightmare. And to be honest, COVID was one of our busiest years because people wanted to get the hell out of their house. They wanted to walk down to the local ice cream store. And listen, we had things set up, you know, phenomenally. You were barely in the store. We moved people along. We made sure everything was sanitary. You know, we had a great process. We moved people in, we moved them out, and everybody was ecstatic, and it was a terrific year. So we said, okay, let's get this puppy sold. So now that we decided to sell, we have to list it. So we decided to list it with our good friends. The family has sold us the ice cream store 15, 16 years earlier. We went with their daughter, Jennifer, from homesforyou.com. Little shout out, Jen. And Jen was the right person for it. Again, they sold the store to us. They knew how successful it was. So we listed it with them. Listen, just like the bakery, we had over the years friends, family, competition coming up to us. Guys, you have a gold mine here. If you ever think of selling, you call us. All right there, Sally. So what did we do? What did I do? Well, I called those people and I emailed them. I'm like, hey, we're looking to sell the store. Here's the dollar amount. Here's the business we do. What do you think? And crickets. I reached out to 6 to 10 people that over the years had interest in the store, and all of a sudden, crickets. Just like the bakery. When it comes down to people putting cash down, it's put up or shut up, and nobody was putting up. So no big deal. You know, we listed it on the MLS. We knew the store was successful. We knew if we listed it, we would do well with it. And, you know, thank God the market said, you're right, we did. We listed it and we got a bunch of hits right away. And that's terrific. The only problem is, you know, when you list something, you're going to get those tire kickers. And that's exactly what we got, a bunch of tire kickers. We got some crazy people that had given us some ridiculous lowball numbers. But listen, God bless you. You don't know what situation we're in. You don't know if we have to sell the store. I'd probably do the same thing. Throw out a lowball number and see if they bite. And of course, you know, we didn't need to sell the store. We didn't want to operate it the following year, but we knew if we had to operate it, it was what it was. That being said, here is a life lesson for those of you that are ever thinking of selling your business. If you follow me, you know that I owned a wholesale bakery. And over the 30 years that I operated that wholesale bakery and bread distribution, I was involved in a lot of my customers and friends' sales of their business and purchases of businesses for those people, right? Because I was the bread guy, so I was the first guy in. What I noticed over the years and what I learned was, don't be cocky. You have to be patient. Don't get your hopes up. That's the huge one. I saw so many people that they listed it. They got great, you know, people came in, people wanted to purchase it, and then all of a sudden, you know, listen, in a sale of a house, in a sale of a business, in a sale of anything, people can say anything. They could say, yes, I'm going to give you 100% of what you asked for. Then all of a sudden the attorneys get involved and things go to poop fast. And then all of a sudden you're in your mind and like, okay, I sold this place. This is great. In a couple months, I'm not going to have to operate it. And your mind has shut down. It's like, okay, I'm out of the business. And then what happens, something devastating happens. The deal starts to go sour. And then you, the seller, says, oh my God, I can't not sell this. What do you guys want? Well, we want $20,000 off the dollar. Yes, you do it. And I'm not going to say we didn't negotiate, because we did. We asked a very good price for the store and for the building, because the building was very valuable, right? Because right on Route 35, on the border of Toms River and Lavalette. And the business was successful for 15 years. It had it was cash positive all those years, and it did well. So we knew we were asking top market, but we knew rightfully so. And we did negotiate. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that don't get ahead of yourself, because what will happen, and I've seen it time and time again, and I didn't let it happen to us, thank God, because this was a long process. You can't put your mindset that if somebody comes and they signs a letter of intent that they're going to buy your business, you cannot give up. You have to operate that business until the day you close, until the ink is wet on your paper, your contract, and the money's in your bank. You operate that business as if nothing's changed. You're going to operate it for 20 more years. And if you don't, I'm just going to let you know, you will get taken advantage of. They can smell that, the lawyers can smell that, and they'll all of a sudden start dinging you for, we want $20,000 off. We want $10,000 off for the building. We want $30,000 off for the business. Oh, and by the way, we want you to hold paper. No, George. Listen, step it back. All right? Sally, George, Tom, I see it back there with your mouth wet. It's not happening here, okay? It was a long process. We were patient and we got it done. We started off like gangbusters. People coming through, we're opening up the store, we're doing walkthroughs, people are seeing it, people are inquiring, nobody's putting money down. A couple weeks go by. My wife starts getting nervous. I'm like, okay, well, again, I'm not gonna freak out, but I'd like to get it sold. Then we get the phone call. Hey, there's a couple that wants to take a look at the store. Okay, when? Such and such a date. Okay, we'll be there. Open the store up, they come in, very nice couple. They didn't live locally. They had a shore house locally, but they didn't live locally. They lived somewhere else. Their story was that they were going to be retiring in the coming years, and they were looking for a business to purchase for retirement. Listen to me. I got nothing against that, especially this couple. They're about mine and Beth's age. They're, still young, vibrant, but you got to know what you're getting yourself into if you're retiring. To be honest, you couldn't buy a better business than ours for that purpose. So they were very smart. Ice cream store. But I'm just saying this in general. If you are going in retirement, because I saw this time and time again, how many people did I see that purchased delis, restaurants, coffee houses for their kids because they were retiring and their kids wanted to operate. They thought they wanted to operate a business, and it went bad fast. And then all of a sudden, the 70-year-old retired parents had to jump in and operate the store. The reason I'm telling you this is buying a business is a great thing to do, especially if you buy one like ours at the processes we're in. We had a winning track record. We increased the store year after year. We had a tremendous staff. We had, everything was there for you. Did you have to be there? Yes. As a new owner, I don't care. Even if it's you're buying a chain, you have to be there. You got to know how to operate this store. Do you have to be there day and night and in and out? And my personal opinion is yes, for the first year or two. And then you can sit back if you have the right staff and let it run itself. Long story short, couple came in, they loved the store, we loved them, they checked all our boxes, we checked all their boxes, and we're like, okay, this is great, let's move ahead. They gave us an offer, we accepted it was within reason of what we were asking for, and we're off to the races. Not so much. So originally, they didn't need loans, they didn't need a lot of loans, this and that, but, and this is smart on their part, because I would have done the same thing. They're saying to themselves, well, why would we spend all of our money when we can go and get an SBA loan? 100% agree. If you can get an SBA loan, that is terrific. It's the best way to buy a business for the purchaser. For the buyer, it's an absolute nightmare. A nightmare. They want every record. They want your children's records. They want your children's records. It's a nightmare. But that being said, again, We're in this for the long haul, we were saying to ourselves. It's only going to be a few months. No big deal. We have all the paperwork. Everything's documented. Blah, 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 blah. Well, Sally, let's see. We started the process in June. We didn't sign a contract until August. We didn't close until February. Is that absurd? No, it's within reason. And now I look back and I count up the months. It's within reason. But going through it feels like forever. Oh my God. But again, that being said, we put our heads down. We gave them all the paperwork. They were annoyed. We were annoyed. To be honest, I didn't think the deal was going to happen. They didn't think the deal was going to happen. It wasn't us that was causing the issues. It was the bank and the federal government. And we knew that. But eventually we got to the closing. It took 2 kidneys, 1 liver, an eyeball, a toe, and their 2 kids auctioned off to get this all done. But we got it done. And the store got sold February, right around my wife's birthday. So I think it was February 8th, 2022, this past February. I am glad to say that they are operating successfully. It seems like they're having a great summer. And me and my wife couldn't be happier. And I hope the couple that purchased it couldn't be happier either, because we gave them a great, successful business. And that is how we sold our ice cream store. So stay tuned for the next one. We're going to start doing, again, I had mentioned this, I'm going to start interviewing people that have sold their business. I just think this is super interesting to hear from people that have sold their businesses. How did they do it? Why did they do it? What process did they use? Did they do it MLS? Did they do it on LoopNet? Did they finance it? Did they not? I'm just super interested in it, and I hope you guys are too. I'm not sure. I'm supposed to interview one person this week, one person next week. I'm hoping to get that all done and cut up and to you. But if I can't, I'm sure I'll come up with something interesting that we can all watch. So we'll see you on the next one.
We sold our ice cream store. No more free ice cream. That really sucks.